What I saw was fun, never anything inappropriate. What I saw was work and play at work and fun. Mrs. Cosby was a frequent visitor to the studio. She was there a lot. That's what I saw.
What in the rerun rewind is going on with the Cosby Show cast? Because, baby, Phylicia Rashad just stepped out of her quiet queen energy and lit a fire so loud it nearly cracked Hollywood's red carpets. And get this, Tempest Bledsoe. Vanessa, Huxtable herself, the one who always played it sweet, might have been hiding claws behind that smile. But hold up, here's the real shocker. This whole mess exploded just hours before Malcolm Jamal Warner's sudden, heartbreaking, and downright suspicious passing. Hours, not days. Coincidence? Or is there something far messier hiding behind those picture-perfect family moments? At laugh tracks, folks thought they were showing up to a peaceful memorial. Instead, it turned into a battlefield of side eyes, secrets, and silence being cut, open by a shade sharp enough to slice glass. Now everyone's asking, what did Phylicia Rashad know? And why did she wait until the spotlight was fading to drag Tempest straight into the drama? And Malcolm's last words, word on the street, is they were ice cold. So cold, insiders believe he knew something was coming. This isn't just a cast reunion gone wrong, it's a full-blown scandal simmering from years of tension, shady glances, and maybe even some behind-the-scenes betrayal. So, yeah, grab your snacks, your favorite blanket, maybe even a stress ball, because what I'm about to break down will have you looking sideways at every Huxtable hug from now on. And here's the kicker, it flips the whole game. Picture this, Phylicia Rashad, sitcom royalty and always the classy one, allegedly calling out her TV daughter Tempest just hours before Malcolm Jamal Warner's eerie, unexplained death. You heard that right. Not last month, not last week, hours. And those last words between them? Chilling. Insiders say the exchange was hotter than a Real Housewives reunion, only this time no cameras cut and no PR team could save them. But let's rewind, because this wasn't just petty backstage beef. Oh no, this had all the chaos of a full-blown Hollywood showdown. Less glam, more drama. Think red flags, not red carpets. The streets and the internet are already buzzing with whispers about what really went down between Phylicia Rashad and Tempest Bledsoe. And no, this wasn't your average diva meltdown. Word is it was the spark that lit a pressure cooker that's been ready to blow for decades. We're talking long-buried grudges, quiet power moves, and drama that's been slow cooking under all that sitcom sparkle. Insiders are saying Phylicia's calm queen image, yeah, that was just cover for a whole volcano of tension aimed straight at her on-screen daughter. Blood, or not, Da and Tempest, a K, even Vanessa Huxtable, wasn't just ruffling feathers. Sis was out here bulldozing trust like she owned the set. Folks have whispered for years about diva behavior, secret alliances, and slick power plays happening behind the cameras. But, baby, nobody saw the level of mess that was about to drop right before it all spiraled. Now here's the real question. What really happened in those final strange hours before Malcolm Jamal Warner was found unresponsive in that Beverly Hills estate pool? Why was Phylicia seen storming out of a private studio, visibly shaken, right after a closed-door intervention with Tempest and a tight circle of Cosby cast members? And how did all that boiling tension end with a death? It's so shocking. Half of Hollywood is yelling setup while the other half scrambles to bury secrets that were supposed to stay buried forever. Leaked audio clips allegedly snatched from a studio staffer's iPhone caught everything. Raised voices, awkward silences, and a woman who sounded a lot like Phylicia Rashad straight up snapping. And I quote, "You're not flipping this story again, Tempest. I covered for you once, but I'm done biting my tongue." Let that sink in, because clearly, this wasn't their first shady standoff. And this time, Phylicia didn't just bring words, she came loaded. Literally, she pulled up with folders, real ones, old school paper trail receipts straight from the early 90s. One insider claims those files were packed with scandal, missing money, manipulation, backstabbing, and even full-on career sabotage. And the source, someone who supposedly worked closely with the cast during PR events, said that meeting was meant to be a peaceful healing circle. Instead, it exploded into a full-blown shouting match, and poor Malcolm tried to keep it together, just like he always did. He jumped in to play peacemaker, but according to the same insider, even he cracked. In the middle of the chaos, he allegedly shouted, "We've been lying to ourselves for decades. This ain't a family, it's a cover-up." But a cover-up of what? That's where things go from dramatic to downright scandalous. Online tea sleuths claim this mess runs far deeper than anyone imagined. Whispers of fake contracts, ghost-written memoirs, and a low-key feud between Malcolm and Tempest that supposedly wrecked their friendship years ago. And get this, there are claims that Phylicia tried for years to keep the peace, but executives shut her down every time. They're scared to risk shattering the Cosby Show's perfect legacy. Fast forward to the days leading up to Malcolm's shocking and untimely death, and boom, everything boiled over. Word on the street: Phylicia got hit with something serious. An anonymous package landed in her hands. Inside, a mysterious USB stick, a stack of handwritten letters, and wait for it, a dusty, grainy black and white VHS tape from way back in 1993. What was on it? Allegedly, footage from a production meeting that changed everything. Internet sleuths say the tape exposed a dirty secret. Tempest had been secretly plotting her own spin-off behind the cast's backs, breaking contracts and stepping over people's careers like they were nothing. If that's even halfway true, no wonder Phylicia was on edge. And once she saw the tape, rumor has it she didn't waste a second. She called for an emergency sit-down with the original Cosby crew. No PR, no outsiders, just raw chaos. And yeah, it exploded. Tensions cracked harder than fake marble under pressure. But here's where it turns into a full-blown thriller. Right before walking out of that room, Malcolm reportedly locked eyes with Tempest and hit her with the coldest line of the night. "You took everything from me. You just never thought the truth would come back to bite you." And just like that, dead silence. Not a cough, not a movement, just that eerie stillness that makes your whole body freeze. Malcolm walked out, and hours later, he was gone. Cops called it an accidental drowning, but that hasn't stopped internet detectives from going all in. Timelines, screenshots, blurry footage. The conspiracy theories are spinning out of control. Some say Malcolm didn't walk out of that studio alone. Others believe the words thrown around in that heated room followed him straight into the shadows. And a few, they're convinced the truth is being buried faster than a shredded NDA locked away in a vault, never to be seen again. Meanwhile, Tempest is silent. Not a post, not a tear, not even a public tribute. She allegedly ghosted every press event tied to Malcolm's passing. Word is, she even pulled out of a scheduled podcast taping just days after everything exploded. So what is it? Guilt, shock, or just really bad timing? You tell me. Phylicia, on the other hand, is doing what she's always done, showing grace under fire. Her team dropped a calm, polished thoughts and prayers message for Malcolm's family. But behind closed doors, insiders say she's spiraling, avoiding interviews, disappearing from the spotlight completely. And whispers claim she's even teaming up with a private investigator to finally uncover the truth. Because let's be real, accident or not, something about all this feels off. Too many missing pieces, too many unanswered questions, and the fans, oh, they've gone full FBI. Social media is blowing up: TikTok breakdowns, Reddit rabbit holes, Twitter threads longer than a CVS receipt. Everyone's digging deep. Some users are even connecting old Cosby Show episodes to this real-life drama like creepy foreshadowing nobody noticed until now. Others are pulling up throwback interviews and behind-the-scenes clips, zooming in on shady glances, stiff body language, and fake smiles that suddenly feel like red flags we all missed. And that old 1991 talk show clip, viral again. The one where Phylicia and Tempest low-key clashed on live TV about loyalty and professionalism. Was it just TV tension, or were the warning signs waving in our faces all along? By the time that explosive studio showdown wrapped, one thing was crystal clear: that wholesome Cosby Show family image, straight up fantasy. A pretty picture painted for cameras, while the real story stayed buried. And for Phylicia to finally break her silence and spill decades of secrets, just hours before Malcolm's shocking death, baby, that's not drama, that's a full-on detonation. But the biggest question still haunts this whole mess. Why now? Why did Phylicia stay quiet all these years while the truth burned her from the inside out? And what kind of bomb was Malcolm about to drop? The one someone clearly didn't want the world to hear. And just when you think things can't get more twisted, buckle up, because this is where it goes full thriller mode. One insider, who claims they were helping prep for the memorial the day before the funeral, said Phylicia lost it backstage. She allegedly shouted, "I warned him about Tempest. I told him she wasn't right." Names right there in front of everybody.